Hey guys, so for today I'm going to be doing another video in kind of like my favorite videos. I don't even know what to call it. Last time I did my favorite foundations and concealers and you guys really liked it and you guys actually wanted another one, and most of you guys requested a finishing powders, setting powders, and translucent powders type of video. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through all the powders in no particular order. I think I'm just going to do the pressed first and I'll save the loose powders for last. First, I really love my MAC Prep and Prime. This is a powder that is translucent and it's the MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Finishing Pressed Powder. So it's a pressed powder and I believe they have it in a loose form, but this one's the pressed one. I've hit pan on it. I absolutely love it. It is so amazing for oily skin because it really helps absorb those oils and it keeps my skin matte and it helps absorb those oils for up to like 8 hours. Like I literally count on this when I know that I need my makeup stayed in place. I put this on my under eye also to prevent creasing, and I usually put a lot of this around my nose area because that's where I get the most oily, and this really helps keep that oiliness down. Of course I do get a tiny bit oily a few hours after I put this on, but not nearly as oily as I would if I did not use this powder. So absolutely love my MAC Prep and Prime, but this is a little bit pricey, so a good dupe for this, I like to say it's a dupe for it personally for me. When I want the same results that my MAC Prep and Prime gives me, but I know that I'm not really going anywhere special and I don't really want to like waste a high-end powder, I go ahead and use my Rimmel London Stay Matte long-lasting pressed powder, and this is in the color Transparent. Absolutely love this for kind of absorbing oils. I don't really like this for setting my under eye just because this powder, it's not cakey, but it can get cakey a little quicker than other powders can, so I don't really like to set this with my under eye that much. So I don't really do that, but I love to set my face with this and put a lot on my nose, and it really helps absorb the oils the same way that the MAC one does. The only difference between these two is that I can kind of use this to set my under eye as well, whereas this one, I don't really like to use that. You could use this to set your under eye, but just put a tiny bit of it on and don't really put a lot because it can get kind of cakey. Yeah, but this is like $5.99 from the drugstore, so a huge price difference. And like I said, this is in the color Transparent. So staying with the Rimmel London Stay Matte powders, I have another one in the color Silky Beige. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, then you know I am absolutely obsessed with this powder. It's the most silkiest, flawless looking powder ever. If you want to set your makeup and you want it to stay and you want to stay matte and you want to make sure that your oils get absorbed and that your foundation is just going to stay in place, this is amazing. But this is also going to give you such a great coverage. Like it gives you that extra boost of coverage if you feel like you need it, and I don't feel like it's too cakey if you just put a good amount on all over your face. I feel like it'll give you that most flawless finished look, and it just gives you that soft baby skin finish. I absolutely love these powders. Again, this is in the color Silky Beige. So sometimes for a lot more extra coverage or even on its own, I like to use my MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. I know this is a powder foundation, so some of you might not consider this really valid in this kind of my favorite series, but for me, I'm including it in here because I do use this to set my makeup. I know that this is a foundation and a lot of people use this on its own. Personally, for me, I have never really used it on its own, but I know that it does have very good coverage. So when I wear a lighter coverage foundation, I like to pack a little bit of this on just to cover up more and get a little bit more coverage. But if I don't want a lot of coverage, I can put a tiny bit of this on and just pop it all over my face. It's what I have on today, and I like it because it just gives me that flawless kind of finish. I would say that this and this in the Silky Beige is what I kind of use to get the same results. If I'm not going anywhere special, I'll use my Stay Matte in Silky Beige to get some extra coverage. But if I do want to indulge and use some MAC, I'll just use my MAC foundation. At the end of this video, I'll show you guys what brushes I like to use with these powders. The next powder I have is a loose powder, and this is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder, and this is in the color 741A Translucent. This powder, guys, is a gem. I love going to the drugstore and finding products that are just amazing for a cheap price. I believe this stuff is like $4 or $5 and it literally seriously is amazing. It gives your skin a really soft finish, and I really love this to set my under eye, especially because it Honestly, I can use this with my concealers that crease a lot and it won't crease. Like, this stuff really helps my concealers not budge underneath my eyes, so I really love it for that. It's also really good for absorbing the oils around my nose as well throughout the day, so absolutely love this one as well. Like I said, it's like $4 or $5, so you really cannot go wrong. And last but not least is a favorite I mentioned in my last May favorites video. This is the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Cameo. Absolutely love this. I kind of left this on for last on purpose because I have a little bit more to say about this. I don't know if you guys want me to do a review on this, but if you do, just let me know down below. But absolutely love this stuff. Like, literally guys, it is like baby powder. When I put this on my face, I literally feel like I just put baby powder over my face because it literally feels so silky and soft. Your face feels like a baby's bum. Like, seriously. It is so beautiful. It really does live up to the name of being a luxury powder. It makes your skin feel luxurious. Not only does it do that, but it really helps keep my makeup on all day, guys. Like, when I seriously, if I know I'm gonna be out from 8 a.m. to like 11 p.m. at night or midnight or something, and I need my makeup to stay on, I use this bad boy to set my entire face, my nose, my under eye, and it really keeps my makeup on. I use this to set my under eye a lot of the times, and it is so amazing, guys. It'll take a concealer that creases a lot and it'll help it from creasing. Like, it's amazing. This stuff is like 13 bucks and you can get it from Amazon. That's where I got mine. Now, this isn't completely translucent. It has a little bit of color, but it pretty much is. It's so light, guys. It is pretty much, I would say, 90% translucent with a little bit of color. If you are really dark skin toned, you wouldn't be able to use this as a translucent color though, because like I said, it does have a little bit of color into it. So my two favorite brushes to use for setting my face and my under eye. For my face, I use my Sigma Large Powder F20 brush. Absolutely love this. It's just perfect. It's huge and fluffy, so it just helps distribute that product really quickly and it just gets it packed on there. So I really love this. But to get a little bit more of a concentrated application around my nose and my under eye, I like to use my Sigma F05 brush. It's just this small brush like this. So I go ahead, take it, and it just fits around the nose perfectly to pack on some powder. And then also for my under eye, I use this one as well. So I will leave direct links down below to these Sigma brushes. For June, there isn't any 10% off coupon code, unfortunately, but there is a $10 off coupon code if you spend $100. And I know it kind of sucks because, I mean, not everyone wants to spend $100 to get a discount. So unfortunately, guys, Sigma decided not to do like a all-around 10% off code this month. But if you are still interested in these brushes, I will leave a direct link down below to them, and I'll have the coupon code for $10 off with a purchase of $100. So yeah, that is pretty much it for my favorite pressed powders, loose powders, translucent setting powders, all of that good stuff. That is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys want to see next down below. Maybe my favorite highlighters and bronzers. I do have a lot of cool bronzers to show you guys for pale skin like mine, so let me know if you guys are interested in that, or maybe if anything else, like maybe mascaras or eyeshadows or just whatever you guys are interested in seeing. Leave it in the comments down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.